One of the challenges is I've talked to people about AI. Many people are looking at it from their own lens. They're looking at it from, say, the lens of data, or they're looking at it from the lens of the benefits of their particular department. What they're not doing is bringing it all together in a holistic thing, because the maximum benefit will be got if everybody works together in working out what the proper benefits are. So what are the things? And I'm trying to go through this quite quickly. You will get notes on all this, so you don't have to make any notes yourself if you're interested. So the first one, vision, purpose, business strategy. How does your NEI plans relate to that? What's the financial perspective? And bizarrely, in talking to people, I've been amazed how many people are pushing forward with AI without considering the overall financial impact in the short and long term. Culture and learning. You're dealing with people. Maybe you've chosen with your AI project that you'll get rid of 20%. Sorry, I'm using the wrong words. Get rid of 20% of your people. How are you communicating this in such a way that it doesn't really mess everybody up? You know, it's what is the impact on what you're doing is on culture and learning, because you need everybody to pull together to get the best benefits out of it. Technical and scalability. And many people are coming from it from a data quality scalability point of view. But again, if you have garbage in, garbage out, if you haven't got accurate data, you're going to give AI not so useful information. Ethical, legal, and regulatory perspective. Now, some people, what's I going to say? That potentially missing some of this stuff could have fairly serious consequences. It may not be you in your organization, but some organizations it's very important. So please don't forget it. And lastly, but obviously absolutely key, is your project change management and governance. So what we're suggesting is that you may come up with different lenses, but you will need to cover all those things. Also, when you thought about it, you may decide as an organization that some of them are unimportant, but please make that decision consciously. Don't leave it out. Now, let me throw this out. And actually, I'm going to throw this to Grace first. From your point of view, and the purpose I'm asking you is just to give a different perspective, what might be a really important lens?
I think when implementing AI, one crucial lens companies must consider is the cultural and learning perspective, because this is not just a minor detail, it's essential to that sort of long-term success. And a company, that does foster a growth mindset and encourages continuous learning is far more prepared to embrace AI and its potential. And if you look at it from a benefits perspective, promoting a growth mindset and learning culture will ensure that teams view AI as an opportunity and not a threat. And it helps employees develop the skills and adaptability that is necessary for navigating AI-driven changes, which then leads to smoother implementation, higher engagement, and indeed better long-term outcomes. Some of the cost of not doing it, if you choose to ignore it, really ignoring this perspective can result in resistance. It results in fear and low morale among teams, making it much harder for AI projects really to take hold. So without a learning-focused culture, the organization may struggle, with talent gaps, slow adoption, and even project failure. So AI is, we know it's rapidly evolving, and if a company's culture isn't evolving with it, the project risks really falling short of its potential.
Okay, thank you very much. Brandon, what's your view? And as I say, we may develop some of the costs or problems later, so you can concentrate either on both the benefits and the risks of avoiding a thing, but we'll come back to that as a second question too. So Brandon, what's your view? What's important to those lenses for you?
Yeah, I think Grace hit the nail on the head, especially when she talks about aspects like adaptability and cooking that into the culture. I would certainly encourage organizations to look at the sixth lens when you're looking at projects and change management, to treat your AI project to instill the requisite adaptability into the workforce, you need a good, strong Northern Star. So as you approach projects with AI, it's useful to think through, how is this going to help the customer, rather than to go through and lead with, we are now AI affiliated. And I'm sure many of you have seen every software nowadays is AI enabled. And it's more about affiliation with AI as a trend, rather than saying, how is this going to create material benefit for the customers we serve, is a very important lens, which, by the way, we have dropped into the all 6 lenses into the chat as well.
No, brilliant. Brilliant. Well done. Thank you.